Hey there guys, alright, welcome to this tutorial. This tutorial here we're going to talk about corporations. There's benefits of having and being involved in a corporation. Sometimes that when you get into corporations you can always deal with politics sometimes. Politics seems to come out every time you have a group and there's a leader and a court member and stuff like that, but I want to describe one thing before we actually go into it. There's a big difference between a leader and somebody or a manager. A leader gets in the dirt with you. He understands, the people he's above. He can delegate. He can does not try to make enemies, but does his job effectively. A manager is one of those guys who just sits around, tells everybody else what to do, and basically thinks his job is easy. That's a manager. So even in real life, when you're working and you don't own your business or you're not a manager, there's managers and leaders. But dealing with corporations, you will deal with politics, things like that. In this game specifically, in Eve, you'll join a corporation, and there'll be times when they just don't match you. You feel like, okay, these guys are just a bunch of dorks or jerks or whatever, and you'll leave that corporation and possibly start your own. But when it comes to the game itself, I did start off in same thing in Eve, actually. I started off with one core. In this game, like Eve, you have two different types of players. You have the guys who like to just have fun, and then you have what we call role players. Role players that actually, and if most of you play games, role players, they take the games very seriously. Well, in Eve and this, they take it seriously. They, in this game here, in Dust, they will do squads and formations, and actually, when you're playing a match, you don't speak anything other than what is going on in the game. You don't talk about your life, what's going on in your life right now and stuff like that, or they will do training programs and things like that. Now, our core, Third Rock from the Sun and Alliance, we do have part of our Alliance a role-playing part, which if you join us, you'll be put into that part. If you are a role player, it's a main chat room that all the role players get involved in, but our main core, we do not get involved in role playing. We just like to have fun, enjoy ourselves, and things of that nature. So when you go into a corporation, and in order to find one, what you would do is you'll hit the start menu. You will go down to corporation, my corporation, click onto it. And right now I'm in Manar Focused Warfare. Headquarters shows you that. CEO is Sierra Mondibner. And basically this is your rookie corporation. They automatically, when you start the game as a new character, they will throw you in a rookie corporation. And most of the time, let's see if there's anybody in the chat room for it. Alright, corporation. See, right now I'm by myself. So right here in local too, in your chat room, local is if there's anybody in the locality of where you're at. There might be some other players and you can chat with them in the local. And then here's your corp tab. That's where anybody that's in your corporation with you, that's where you will coordinate, talk to, have fun, whatever. And then also when you join a corp, you'll get alliance if your corporation's part of an alliance. And then you also see that chat room. Then you can also make your own private chat room to invite certain friends just by going to create and join. You can create your own private chat room with just a couple of friends that aren't in a corporation either, and you don't feel like joining one. You guys can create your own chat room private. So, but this is where you would basically find a corporation, and let's back out of this one. Let's say you want to search for one. So you just search here and then just type in who you're looking for. So you go up to search, and let's try to find Third Rock. Sorry, I'm not the fastest typer. Whoop. I ought to kick Saxon's butt for choosing such a long one. The Sun. There's that. Go in, search for it. And there it is. Saxon Mish is and we're part of the Alliance of Intergalactic War Pigs. and Third Rock from the Sun is our corporation.
Man.
You can also find friends corporations and things like that. Also, if you go back,
I'm not doing
you can
well.
create your own. Now, in order to create your own corporation, you would have to go to
I need some food.
your skills sheet
I gotta go. I put all
Open
my
it
food in
up.
the bank. I gotta go get some food.
and then go down to corporations. Now, here's where all right, now, every time you level up in this, now you got to get level 5 to go to Mega Control, right? But every time you level up in corporations, it allows you to have more and more players in your corporation, and the bigger and stronger you can be. So you would have to start skilling up if you wanted to start your own. For say you were in the corporation and this guy, they just were a bunch of asses, right? You would start your own corporation. Here's where you would go. You would go into your character sheet, corporations, and start skilling it up. And then once you get into Mega Control,
Damn it.
if you hit info,
She asked me
it
that.
allows
I
you
told
50
her that
members
wasn't
per
right.
level
She must
each
not
time,
have
right?
me.
And let's see here, corporations. Here it only allows 10 more per level, so you can get up to 50 members by skilling up in this one. And then once you get into this one, it goes up by 50 members per level, so you're looking at 500 members. And Transstellar, that is 200 members per level, and that's when you get into the big time. So that's how you basically start a corporation, join a corporation. If you and your friends want to create your own, things like that, that's how you go about it. And I know some of these beginning tutorials are real boring and they're not real fun, but they're things that you need to know. Because if you don't watch them, you'll go into this game really lost and not know what the hell is going on, And that's why, like I say always, people stop playing this game because they don't know what the hell they're doing. A lot of the EVE members, most of them, EVE players and also Dust players, we're a very tight-knit group. We all kind of do help each other. Of course, you're always going to have people who are jerks, but most of the time people are always willing to be helpful in these two games. Because a lot of EVE players also play Dust, and there's a lot of Dust players that's never played EVE. But they're a tight-knit group. So, this is just a tutorial on how to start a corporation, how to get into a corporation, how to search for it, and where it's located. So you guys have a great day, and I hope this was helpful, and fight on and battle hard.